best parts of hanging out with these guys without the hangover.
Well, hip diddly shits.
Hi, honey. How
Hi,
are
sweet
you?
pea. Oh boy. I am currently running
We both
on.
made noises, by the way.
Yeah,
that
we sure did.
Just like got out of the sauna. Like, wow, that's sweet.
Oh boy, I am cleansed. Yep.
God, I'm 58 and I just got into a chair. Whoa. Everybody, give me a goddamn week.
Well, welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm Bitch Crassity.
And I would be the mud flap kid. Thank you very much.
Hey, buddy, I think I told you via text, but I'll just let the listeners know I am currently running on 3 hours of sleep, 24 ounces of coffee, and 3 energy drinks. And now I'm drinking a bullshit canned cocktail because I earned it today. And that also we're out of bourbon, we're out of vodka, and it's just we're at a deficit. I'm out of rum. And I just saw this and I was like, good enough. That's what we're doing to ourselves.
You were on one of those no sleep, several hour road trips. How long what did it take you to get from Iowa to home?
It was a 4-hour drive.
Okay, 4-hour drive. And you went straight to a high school to listen to a high school 2+ hour concert.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am currently, the only food in my body is a blueberry donut that I picked up at a gas station.
Ooh.
So it's just
that's not good. Nothing that's happening in your body right now is what nature intended.
No. It's just I'm just running on gumption. And that over there
gumption light right now.
Yeah. If you can hear that noise, I'm not getting up to turn off the dehumidifier. Fuck it today.
I cannot. I don't know. I don't even know what that is, because you put a dehumidifier in Florida. They go, we can't. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Stop.
No,
this doesn't run on nuclear. Like, there's not. You need a Manhattan Project to get all the fucking. I put a bowl of apples on my counter and the apples sweat. I shit you not.
Jesus Christ.
If you have the windows open and no AC on, the apples just go.
So I must be an apple, because that's all I did yesterday was sweat. Good, I just sweat.
Well,
and
at least you put gas station coffee and a bullshit pastry thing that just could. Oh God.
Well, because they had some breakfast sandwiches in a warmer, and I looked at the kid behind the counter. I said, "Would you eat one of those?" And he goes, "No, definitely not." And I was like, "Awesome. How about one of these donuts?" He goes, "They're prepackaged and full of preservatives. You should be okay."
If those is your choices, you got to take the one. But
when the 20-something-year-old kid who looks like he had just about as much sleep as I did, working at the gas station, says, "Don't eat that," you listen to him for once in your goddamn life.
We're at that age where we see somebody in their 20s and we call them a kid. I mean, it's true.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We were on 20s. I'm a man, but you have to say it like that when you're in your 20s. But I'm a man.
I'm a full-grown man. Just rending my shirt off. Oh,
good.
God.
Good as well. You should.
Yeah. I want to real quick though, just want to say thank you to the kind people of Fort Madison, Iowa, for coming out to the show Friday night. My buddy Richard Bailey was my feature act, and he fucking killed it. And then I did about an hour and 10 minutes.
Nice.
And first, it was really cool.
But not in a row, right? You only do like 4-minute increments.
And then I take a break. I got to sit down, rub my feet a little bit, just check my taint, and then get back up and do it again.
And the people who are there with you to the end, they get a medal.
Yeah, they do. Everyone did, and everyone was happy. But yeah, when I said, "All right, I'm going to finish up on this story," the whole crowd, all the crowd went, "Aw," and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I've never had that hat." They were like,
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you. That's just like, no, I get it. It's just like, oh, I've never had that before. It's like, oh, that seems like everybody's enjoying everything I've done. I'm projecting that onto myself. I'm like, that's my daily life. Yeah, that's every 5-minute increment of me trying to make friends on my current like condominium situation. Yeah, it's like, oh no, there's It's fine.
I
Fantastic then, Marlon. Hi,
but
buddy.
I'd like to point out Fort Madison, Iowa, way cooler than I ever gave it credit for. So the venue Friday night was the Moose Lodge. I do a lot of Moose Lodges, VFWs. I mean, that's kind of where comedy's happening right now because we're at a deficit for clubs. And they were rad, great time. We Richard and I then went and parked the car because we knew we were going to get silly. And there is a legit whiskey bar. That's, I mean, from floor to ceiling shelves of great whiskeys. So went there, closed that down at 11. I looked at Richard and I'm like, you done? He goes, I could use another drink. So we walked, it was about a 10-minute walk to this Irish bar. And the bartender there took a liking to me and Richard, and she, I think, tried to kill me because I was like, you know what, I've been
because
drinking
of the stab wound right over my left kidney.
Hold on, it's right here.
She twisted, but she said that was out of love. It was weird. I don't know.
Yeah, this will toughen you up. It's just a little knife. Don't be a pussy.
It's a paring knife, faggot.
But so
that's
yeah,
how you demonetize yourself. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. I know. Jesus Christ.
What are we even doing? But yeah, I watched
That's
her.
what she said.
Yeah,
it's not gonna help.
I watched this woman. I ordered JMO and ginger. You know, I was like, good safe drink. I just want to stick with whiskey at this point. I put any beer in there, it's gonna just fight the whiskey. And I watched her set a cocktail glass down and fill it 3/4 full of Jameson, and then splashed it with some flat ginger ale. And went, there you go.
And a can that had been open since Wednesday.
And I was like, oh God. And then
what is that? I don't know, $4.50. Shit. Okay.
So she then poured me another one when I went to the restroom. And she set it down. She goes, that's last call, pussy, drink up. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we were getting ready to leave. And I'm trying to be polite and finish my drink. And she then just hands me a styrofoam cup and goes, that's for your walk home. Oh, thank you. And I got outside and took, it was lid, straw, and I take a sip. It was just all whiskey. It was all whiskey. She filled the fucking styrofoam cup up. It was like a moose cup of like something you get at the Quick and Easy. She filled it with whiskey and sent me home.
The only thing I ever got at the Quick and Easy was something you needed salve for.
I needed salve on Saturday morning. I woke up with this noise. Oh no. Oh God. Hey, and that was how I woke up Saturday morning. It was rough.
Don't worry, after you smell like that and drive for 4 hours, you're in the perfect headspace to watch your children.
See, here's the thing. I stayed relatively so. That was Friday night. Saturday night.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah.
Saturday night, I just stuck with I had like 4 or 5 Jack and Cokes, for medicinal purposes. And then
I hate the fact that for people like us, that doesn't seem like anything.
Right. It's just 5 Jack and Cokes because you got the sugar and everything. The only thing I had to eat yesterday was a breakfast sandwich at like 5 p.m.
From another gas station?
No, it was from Caribou Coffee.
Okay. I guess I gotta attempt to give you that. Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
And big thank you to my buddy Nathan Timmel, who I was featuring for last night. He headlined and man, hell of a show in Manson, Iowa. Which I would like to point out though, Manson, Iowa, their sign doesn't say welcome to Manson. It just says Manson in this crazy font with like all these jagged edges behind it. And I was like, maybe if your name is Manson, don't pick such a crazy fucking design for your town.
You're more of a balloon letter, cartoon, possibly,
Manson.
yeah, like maybe a chipmunk with big old eyes, holding a big heart. Just that Manson.
I was shocked that Charlie wasn't right next to it, just going, hell discounter, motherfucker.
Or just stick an extra O in there, so it's like Mansoon.
Mansoon.
Just like an O with a carrot over it. Just like Mansoon.
You have to pronounce it like some John Lovitz character.
Yes, exactly. It would
Mansoon.
It would really help out the entire population, especially that one guy who's just really trying to keep his mom and pop hardware store open.
Yeah.
Because Jesus Christ, the Ace is closing down. I mean, what are they gonna do?
You're right. Oh, well, that was the thing on the way in. As we're pulling it, it's small town in Iowa. And Nathan and I are looking around. It's like, whenever you pull into small towns to do shows like this, do you ever just feel like Dalton from Roadhouse, where you're just pulling up to and I know you've never seen it.
Again, never seen it.
But
was he a traveling bouncer?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
It's a great movie. But actually, no, it was a great show. It was a great little town. And but that was the thing. Nathan was like, I'm shouting out to him, did a great job, but he gave me a place to stay last night. And we got to stay at his house, which is a really nice house. But the show was 3 hours from his house. So the show would have been like a 7-hour drive or more back home for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so we end the show. The show was it was a late show. So by the time we got done and on the road, it was almost midnight. So we got back to his place at 3. I fell asleep at 4 a.m. and then got up and got on the road for the 4-hour drive home. So I just drove straight to the school and had 20 minutes to spare.
Did you get a lie bath in there somewhere? Louse.
Here's the thing. He was like, hey, there's a shower they got a finished basement. He's like, just use the shower. There's towels down there. Great. I got in there. The only thing that was in that shower for washing purposes was shampoo. And I wasn't.
You don't travel with your own soap anymore. You're like, I'll do what I will.
Well, normally, like an Airbnb or a hotel has soap available. Nathan did not realize there was no soap down there. So I just as best I could, just washed with shampoo. I'm covered in road grease and some manner of film that I've produced myself. I have no idea what's going on.
You are shiny, but not in an uncomfortable way for me.
Yeah, it's not bad. But that's the thing. It's from a distance, this looks like a healthy sheen. When you get up close, there's a smell that
no, you're shiny like a Grammy or a Tony. Like I want to put you on the mantle. But it's not like you're covered in ham. It's a different kind of thing.
Yeah, it's thicker than ham grease. It's very unsettling.
Say what you want. All week I had the shits. So I poisoned myself and my entire family.
And not on purpose this time.
No, this was the first time I've ever actually poisoned people with my food. I can't confirm or deny, but we made some shrimp kebabs and all of us got sick. And I guarantee you those goddamn things were cooked, but they were half off. So, at a reputable grocery store, and they still sold them to me. But I was knocked out. That's why what am I, mud flap the kid or some shit?
The Tennessee ham is what you are.
Woke up on Tuesday and blissfully there was a work meeting online that went for an hour and a half, and so I just turned that on and went to sleep, and then set the alarm, and I realized I can't get out of bed because every time I do, I have to shit water, and that went on for 2.5 days. I got a day and a half less than my wife.
Oh, well, but this was worse than usual though, right?
Yeah, no, this was violent, the kind where it was only the first day that I yacked and shit at the same time. It was so good for both of us that we had dibs on our favorite bathroom depending on where we were in the house. but I sleep on one side of the bed. She sleeps on the other. So depending on where we were, I had to take the ensuite. I'm like, it's path of least resistance, honey. So if you're going to be the living room, you got to take the main. But if I'm going to be in bed, I got, yeah, she's like, almost wrote it down. Like, okay, we have a plan. We have to have a plan.
An exit strategy.
And yeah, and then on the last day when you almost think it's over and you double knot your lounge shorts that you live in because it's always 85 degrees and sweaty.
Sure.
You can't untie them quick enough and you shit the floor.
Oh. Yes.
After day one, we had the wherewithal to remove all the rugs, which was nice. So I shit the tile floor, which is an easier cleanup.
Yeah, that is an easier cleanup. Yeah.
It's
still unpleasant, not preferable.
Me and the robot vacuum are no longer friends, even though it does have a mop attachment. Yeah, R2 does not love me anymore. He does not beep for me at all.
R2, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only. Nope, no more. I'll do it.
Nope, not anymore.
I'm obviously a slave. Obviously a slave. We just figured that out. I am not a friend. I'm a slave. We just settled that debate.
After
you son of a bitch.
After you telling me about your week, I will let you know. After I fell asleep at 4 a.m. at 5:45 a.m., I woke up and went, oh no, and tried to get up off of the air mattress that I was on, rolled off of it, hit the entertainment center, had to catch the TV, keep it from falling, because I lost my footing when I rolled off and scrambled into the bathroom, yeah, I got there just in time and just released the Kraken. And
that's when you don't want to make an explanation. Like, apparently it's like once a year for me. When I was at your house last June,
yeah,
there was a whole lot of cleanup that had to be done. That's when I left my underpants in your garbage.
Yeah.
And I was positive your wife was going to yell at me because I was downstairs and the bathroom that I needed was a flight up. I'm not sure if I've ever had to traverse a flight of stairs.
Yes, I have. Yes.
While you're having the violent sugar shits.
Yes.
It's nigh impossible.
Yeah.
So what else can we say to make people turn the show off?
Yeah, well, I think we've done it. I think that's it. I think
well, as long as we're going with the shits, Larry, do we have a goddamn sponsor?
Yeah, and here's the thing though, since we're recording this on Sunday and I'm exhausted, here's what I'm doing. I'm not putting a drop in because that actually takes time.
Very good.
So here's what we're doing. Yeah, we're
doing a live commercial.
Yeah, we're doing a live commercial. We are sponsored by spliffsociety.org. Zig.
Who are they, Larry?
They are a purveyor of fine artisan hand-rolled spliffs, and they have been our sponsor for a very long time. And yet,
what are they made out of, Larry?
Toasted palm leaves and angel's tears.
Very good. And what do you do with a spliff, Larry?
Well, normally with a spliff, you would have to cut it and dump the tobacco and lick it. You don't get that with this. What's
a traditional spliff then? I'm sorry, maybe I'm confused.
I don't. You're asking me questions that I am not prepared to make answers for. So here's what I'm going to tell you, guys. Spliffsociety.org. They are great. They have all of they got all your smoking needs covered. Just go check them out. Spliffsociety.org. Buy some shit. They got great t-shirts. They got great sweatshirts. They got stash boxes, grinders, trays, cones, legit splits. They got like their new cones. They got like rose petal cones now, and cocoa, and all types of like just fantastic. My mouth watered when I said it. I can't wait. Normally, Spliff Society.
Don't waste that. That's good lube.
It is. Well, I've got to use it for later when I pay for this trip. So, but yeah, go to
Larry. We're paying for the trip.
So head over to spliffsociety.org. Buy something wonderful for yourself, for a friend. A little bit of money always goes to a charity of your choice. They take care of that. It's one of the reasons we love them so much. And if you use promo code Zig and Larry
in all caps,
yeah, then a little bit goes to the show, but a lot more of the discount goes to you. It's really it's pretty cool. So head over there. There's the drop. I don't even know if I'm putting music on this episode, if I'm just ripping it and throwing it up.
Okay.
But there's our transition music. Oh, hey, by the way, after prom could have been worse.
Did you get laid or?
Okay. I've started doing this as a bit.
Yeah, okay.
I've started telling this story on stage because it's funny, but I will say, you probably don't pay attention, which is a lie. You always pay attention. You love your baby boy. But I smirk a lot on stage, and
yes, of course, that's obvious.
Yeah, I smirk all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a young lady who, God, I almost don't want to tell this story because I'm doing it on stage enough and it's getting a great laugh. But there was a young lady that I said something. I don't remember what fucking joke I made. I say something and I smirked, and she made a noise. And I looked over. I was like, "The hell was that?" And she goes, "Nothing."
Oh, it was baby's first queef.
Anyway.
Am I wrong? I got so excited for her. No,
I don't know if she's 17 or 18, so I'm not going to comment on that.
No, that happens at any age, possibly.
I don't know. I'm not getting.
You could take an empty Sunkist bottle and just like squeeze air up there.
Not getting into the science queefs. Not doing it.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, just if you're curious, if you want to just turn yourself into
curious about a lot of things. I am.
It's fine.
Very curious.
It's not weird unless you make it weird. It's just blow some air up there and see what happens.
I made it
that's
weird.
Science. You know?
I don't believe in science.
So she went, and then what?
That's not the noise she made.
Oh, really? So it's more of like like when you hold a balloon.
I got nothing.
I'm entertaining myself. I'm sorry. Please, yes. Please,
no, I tried to queue up something. I tried to queue up a yes and I just, my brain went, dude, just nothing. There's the homunculus was just like holding up blank sheets of paper, like we didn't prepare. So yeah, she made a noise, like I said something, I smirk, and she made like this no, like no, I don't even know what. And I looked over and I was like, "Can I just finish the fucking story? Just let me finish the story, and then you can make all the jokes you want." Okay.
That's what I'm here for. I'm color.
I don't think you can say it.
Color commentary. That's not a fucking.
I know. We're definitely people are gonna stop listening to this show. That's the goal of this episode. But anyway, this bitch makes a noise.
Larry, she was a child. He's leaving. I can't help it. I'm a goddamn moron. All right, I tell you, I promise I will not speak for the next. I'll give it 30 seconds.
Just let me. And so I looked at her and I was like, "What was that?" And she said, "Nothing. Just keep smirking, Daddy." See, this would have been a lot better had you just let me finish the story in the first place.
A, I disagree. B,
you're right.
B, because that it needs my clownishness nonsense to get the fact. It was like a woman who queef for the first time just called you daddy at 17. So that's just.
I like that you're just doubling down on the queefs.
Well, toilet humor, there's no.
Is that the name of this episode? Doubling down on queefs?
Might as well be.
Yeah, that's what I'm writing down. Doubling down.
Episode 8? Double down on queefs.
Doubling down on queefs.
Double down on queefs. Larry can't be buggered for commercials. And I get it.
It takes time, and I'm not into time today.
I am not mad at you. I am not mad at you.
And here's the wonderful thing. I know the Spliff Society guys won't be mad either. They'll be
No.
like, hey, we get it. And I feel like my soul's been pulled out through my nose, but only part way. And so I just have to watch it dangle there.
Like one of those Swedish things that the parents do to their toddlers. They just suck the snot out, but it's just like dangling. And then you get to look at it through the tube. Like, how'd we do? I don't know.
Poor. You did poor. And you're grossing out grandma. What the hell? What are you doing? Oh, I watched.
We never did that when I was around. Yes, well, you also didn't have the internet or like access to, I'm guessing, fresh water. I don't know. Just go in the corner. We're amazed you're 85.
you were still throwing leeches at people's dicks to try to get the demons out of them.
Overhand. You have to say overhand.
Overhand.
When you're throwing leeches at dicks, it's got to be like as if you're trying to throw a slider. Like you have to be like,
give it a.
Like that one picture that somebody just got
nail
from
a
Japan
7-10 split.
Amazing, but he's just really weird, like sidearm. Like he's like, what was that? It was just a handful of leeches. But you don't see it when he punches like that. I know. That's the whole point. You don't know where it's coming from.
Fistful of leeches.
He's amazing. He's a Japanese guy. He comes over here, he doesn't speak a word of the language. He keeps getting whacked with towels in the goddamn locker room, and he thinks that he's the cock of the walk. It's very weird.
But you know what? He's got a great record.
Mm-hmm. And it's Menudo.
Yeah, it is. Have you heard it?
Oddly enough,
it's delightful. Those boys had some talent.
Under the heading of absolute absurdity, since we're doing this, I could not sleep last night. There is a brand new, if you don't know, there's a brand new season of The Kids in the Hall on Amazon.
Yes, and
I finished it last night over the course of a case of beer, and I'm very pleased that I did. I'm gonna have to watch it again, but yes.
Nicole and I are going to. We both waited because our wedding vows mean something to each other.
Good.
But we both waited. Both had opportunity to watch it, and we're like, nope, we're watching this together because yeah, I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
I won't do any spoilers. There are some recurring characters, but I will tell you, you're going to be very happy because the theme song is the same, but redone by the same band who are now also almost 60, as all the kids in the hall are also 60. Yeah, the same. The opening is the same as from the 90s. It's, oh, God.
Beautiful.
And they're all... I didn't realize they were like 15, 20 years older than we are. That makes me happy.
Today is the anniversary of Nicole getting to meet all the kids in the hall.
Really?
Yeah.
How many year anniversary?
I'd have to look. It's like, what, 5 years ago?
Huh.
She met all the kids in the hall when they were doing their live tour before everything shut down. So,
oh, nice.
So it to maybe 3, 4, 5 years ago, something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, she waited for them because I was doing gigs and she went to go see them, and I was bummed because I would have liked to have seen the live show, but I was working, and but she got a picture with each one of them. She said that Bruce McCullough was the biggest asshole, but Scott Thompson was a sweet. She said they were all great. Dave was quiet, which makes sense. But Kevin was super sweet. And Scott obviously was a sweetheart. And Mike McKinney, yeah, was, I guess, just the nicest human being and so grateful that he oh, you want pictures with me? Okay. So now she may listen to this episode and be like, no, it was Kevin that was like that. So I'm just relating what I remember. And keep in mind, I'm just at this point, I'm like an old tractor that you got to shoot ether directly into the carburetor to get it to start. And that's what this is.
Well, in that case, let me take advantage of you and start
you usually
my
do.
Yeah, 100%. It makes me so happy. So I'm gonna bring us back onto what we call on track as close as we get. As we've done almost 2 years of these shows for literally dozens of people. I go back and I listen because we go back and forth like your topic, my topic, your topic.
Speaking of dozens of people, check out YouTube for no good reason.
Hey, I took my pants off for the last one, and Kenny goes my shirt, and we got more views than usual, but no more subscribers, which is not surprising for me.
No, I'm wearing a nice shirt today. It's got flowers.
Okay. Let's just let that sit for a second.
Just marinate in that.
Let the one marinate. I've been watching way too much Letterkenny.
Well, and that's the other thing. She got to go see Letterkenny live.
God damn it.
She said it was great, and I guess K-Trev and the guy that plays the coach came out and did stand-up as well.
Nice.
Yeah. I would like to put out into the ether that I would like to sit down and write in a new character for Letterkenny. I want Squirrely Dan to have an American cousin named Squirrely Stan, and I would like to play that character.
You're aware that I believe the show's over, though, correct?
No, I thought they were making more.
They're doing the spinoff of Shoresy, and I thought they were going to be done with Letterkenny. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I could very easily be wrong. I will
thought
be
they were
happily
doing
wrong.
more. I hope they're doing more.
I'll watch more.
Yeah, I'd watch every episode.
I'm shocked we're not watching more right now. God damn it. I'm doing their own bits for them. Doesn't matter, but for dozens more people. So when we go back and listen to all of my episodes, a lot of them are negative. It's about shit that I find horrific in the world. And because that's the stuff that I find funny, is how I can watch us as a society fail out loud. God bless you. You're exhausted all the time, but you're desperately looking for those things that make us good as a species, if not a nation, at least a species. I am more like mired in the look at that, you're fucked up. So I thought for this episode, since it's mine, we should stick with what I like to do and talk about some of the biggest dick bags from history, because I laughed so hard on the toilet yesterday reading that Brett Favre stole a shit ton of money from charity from fucking Mississippi. And it made me laugh out loud. Hold on, he's been accused. He's one of 38 defendants. He has not been convicted yet. But in the court of fucking Brett fucking Favre. So it's been 2 years. It's been under the radar, but Brett Favre, I mean, God, could have happened to a wider-chinned moron.
Right.
I don't know if it's true or not.
Did he do it on purpose, or I could see him just accidentally doing it?
But there's 38 defendants, but here's the general idea.
Oops.
This is a D+ effort, and I'm not going to go any further than this. 2 years after we learned that Brett Favre's involvement in one of the most stunning embezzlement scandals in Mississippi history, he is now one of 38 defendants accused of misusing welfare funds intended to alleviate poverty in Mississippi, which is, to date, the most impoverished state in our union.
Yeah, I wouldn't eliminate poverty in Mississippi. So the majority of Mississippi.
Yeah. So there's a bunch of money, and I guess a bunch of people stole it from people who needed it to eat and have homes that weren't constantly wet.
Fucking eat the rich. God damn it.
So what I did, after that, I laughed out loud.
Those fucking assholes will constantly, because you know what? And most of them vote for a certain way, and they'll still vote against their own interests because Fox News told them to, and just freaking God. Okay, sorry. That's
This episode's called Riling Larry Up because Vic thinks it's funny.
what gets me is that nowadays what when people talk about rednecks and hillbillies, they're like, I'm a hillbilly, and then they go and just start licking cops' boots, just tasty. This tastes like oppression. But it wasn't that long ago that their granddaddies were running moonshine and tricked out Oldsmobiles and going, cops, fuck them. I ain't no cop telling me what to do. Fuck the cops. Fuck the government. I don't need nothing. And that's what I was trying to. And now we're just, what are you doing, sir? Although I did Richard and I got stopped by the nicest cop in Fort Madison, probably because Richard's black.
This is how you wind up fucking Larry. Lick both ends of this fucking D-volt, wind him up in the asshole, and just let him roll.
Yep.
Yes, please. So your buddy is black, got pulled over? Really?
While we were walking.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
And this cop just pulls up and goes, hey guys, you seen any teenagers running around? And I was like, I don't know if I'm allowed to give that answer. Look at me. And
a very weird question.
We're like, no, we haven't. I mean, maybe like an hour ago we saw some guys running around up there, but no, we're just and they're like, oh, you and this cop was like, you guys looking for someplace to drink? And I was like, yeah, as a matter of fact, we were walking towards another bar, and he goes, oh, where are you headed? And we told him, and he's like, oh yeah, it's a good spot. They got late night food and everything. It's a great place. And I thought for a second this fucking cop was going to offer us a ride there.
Okay, well, I don't see any current issue. Was he like just looking for some teens who were like throwing rocks at houses? And
somebody called in and was like, there's teenagers running around the alley or something. And but yeah, he's like, you seen any teenagers? We're like, like an hour ago we saw some, like 3 blocks that way just walking around. They seemed cool.
I don't track teenagers mentally a lot of the time.
I try to not do that because again,
unless they're in the front row and they queef.
Yeah, definitely.
And the queef sounds like
Birdie. I'm not talking about that. I'm not
That's
talking
fine.
about.
No, it happened to you. It didn't happen to me. I just wanted to know like all the details.
Yeah, well, she was obviously a music student because she played scales.
See, I knew I could get one out of you.
Mm-hmm. I know. Mm-hmm. It's because I'm easily tricked anyway. Mm-hmm. Very easily tricked. I'm weak of the Ziegler boys. Mm-hmm. Both know that you whether you've got Jedi mind shit anyway, and it in particular works on me. It works on me in particular, just like when your brother was like, hey, you know what this party needs? Goodies in hand.
We've both done that.
Yeah, you sure have. Yeah. And I've ran around goodies in hand at parties, and boy, oh boy, am I glad that cell phone cameras did not exist.
You're correct.
Yes, yeah. I don't know if we've ever explained it on the show, but whatever goodies in hand is exactly what you think it is.
So let's talk about some folks from history that have done some real fucked up things.
All right, let's talk about these fucking goblins.
Okay, so I'm going to go real light to start with.
Okay.
Gandhi.
Oh, Gandhi's a piece of shit.
Not horribly. This is where I'm going to start. Although you screaming Gandhi's a piece of shit while yanking on your stress ball style, you have this like surgical tubing that you utilize as a stress ball, and it's kind of like a knit one purl two thing that you just go back.
It's a fidget toy. It's a fidget toy for little kids and the people with ADHD.
I know when you're tired, hungry, hungover, or drunk, or I'm just upsetting you because you really start to yank it like a 5-year-old who just found his pecker. Like yes. So Gandhi, only
just making uncomfortable eye contact the whole time.
I know that none of these are actually going to shock you because it's you understand that most people are shit.
Yeah, Gandhi used to beat women.
Well, yeah. Well, yeah. He slapped him around a little bit, but only when he was middle.
And so did John Lennon. So stop liking him, you fucking asshole.
Don't take my thunder. That's like 3 of these.
Sorry. I just, you know, I'm aware of a lot of monsters out there, and I hate them all. Anyway, tell the people about Gandhi.
as you yank on your goddamn stress nugget. Hey, one more time. Ted Nugent, though, you're a fan of, correct?
Absolutely. Uncle Teddy, goddamn, the Motor City Madman. God, I can't wait to see him live so that I can sneak it backstage and just beat the living shit out of that son of. Anyway, hey, Ted, the offer still stands. Fight for charity.
I didn't realize there was a period on that. Okay, so phenomenal. And you're looking at me like, Jesus Christ, I'm glad we're not in the same room. So the only thing keeping my balls safe currently is 1,000 miles. I'm going to start with his. I bet he slapped a couple of broads around, but he didn't.
You just made me Dom DeLuise, you son of a bitch. By the way, last week,
how's he doing? How's Dom doing?
Doing
we haven't
great.
talked about him about a year and a half. How's Dom DeLuise doing?
He lives on in our hearts. Last week was the anniversary of his death, and so
he's dead.
Yeah.
Actually, how long ago did he die?
It's been a few years, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. So you'd say he's cured by now. I mean, if we hung him up,
Oh yeah.
at this point, he's Kobe.
No, he's that's the thing. He's down at Benton's in Tennessee, Benton's Country Hams.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where they got him. He's been curing for a while. I cannot get it. I cannot wait until I get my order of DeLuise.
Oh God, you have to have Johnny Depp money up until maybe next week. So that, by the way, I hate that bullshit, but it is funny how much he just pisses all over everything. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. So early in his life, Gandhi, who did a lot of amazing things for, he did.
Mm-hmm. No, he did.
He did publicly.
Least the probably the most amazing thing he did was give Ben Kingsley a career.
That okay, fucking do that. Early in his life, he did recant this, but early in his life, he did say that black people are, quote, troublesome, very dirty, and live like animals. Which I think there's really not a whole lot of gray area there.
That's
he did.
How people described us too.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say that was early in his life. He did recant that, but it was just later in his life, after he became a fruitarian, which, by the way, you can't do that unless you want to. I mean, I know you want a hunger strike. He did a lot of good things, but you can't just eat fruit. You will shit water. But in his 70s, my favorite thing about Gandhi was that he slept naked next to his naked great-grandniece so that he could fight the urge of sexuality, because celibacy is closest to godliness.
Yeah, he's a goblin.
He forced a young family member to sleep next to him so that he could fight the urge to have a boner in her back while she was sleeping, because that's a good thing.
Sorry. Okay, I just thought of a new name for this episode.
Let's shit all over Gandhi?
No, kill your heroes.
Oh, there you go. Good. Well, most of these people are not heroes.
Well, but that's the thing. People held Gandhi up as a hero, but did he do some good? Sure.
Yes, a lot. Well,
But did he sleep naked next to his grandniece? Absolutely. And he slapped women around and said racist things. So,
but how much damage could he do? The guy didn't eat. You see his arms? Like, I mean, even a full-bone windmill. Like, what is that? What are you going to do? Jesus Christ. I've seen it in women. They're strong. Fucking knock this dickhead down.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy wore a diaper and he was built like Skeletor.
No. Have you seen Skeletor? Skeletor is a muscle daddy with a butter face.
I don't believe I've seen Skeletor the same way you have. No.
Probably not.
I
There's some things we should probably talk about off air.
Rosalie, write down Smith's proclivities in order of oopsie. Greatest oopsie to almost socially acceptable. So this is not going to come to any great surprise, but I like doing stuff like this. P.T. Barnum.
Oh yeah, that motherfucker.
He did give us the circus, which up until even when we were kids was wonderful. We didn't realize how terrible it was.
Uh-huh.
Our parents took us to the circus, the 3-ring circus, and now it's like, oh, fuck, you can't enjoy the circus. Why? Because all those fucking animals have, I'm guessing, hot phosphorus up their ass in order to entertain. Those hats that are on them are nailed down. None of this is okay.
None of this, and also all the people that are working there at the circus are probably they're beaten and underpaid. So
yeah, he did put on a good show.
But,
Can't say he didn't,
as we know, because Hugh Jackman,
greatest showman on earth.
Oh well, hoopity-doo, Hugh Jackman turned him into a beautiful man.
He did, however, do a lot of things that exploited Black people, people with disabilities. He did put them in cages a lot.
Yeah,
did a lot of prodding them, and he did a little bit of getting them addicted to possible chemicals so that they would perform.
Sure. Sure.
I didn't know this.
The tried and true business model of the demon.
But you know what? In his heyday, that's what the people were paying their quarters for. So
sure was.
What you gonna do? Because he got away with it because he was P.T. Barnum. He had a public autopsy for a woman named Joyce Heath, who was a blind and partially paralyzed slave who Barnum claimed was 161 years old, which obviously is not true. Just an old woman who couldn't walk, and after she died, he had people pay nickels to see her cut open.
Yep.
So
that does not surprise me. I did not know that part. I know a lot of the horrible bullshit that monster did. But yeah, we get the circus now.
Did you know that he stole 2 beluga whales out of the ocean, put them in a tank in a basement in New York, and they managed to live for 2 whole days?
I did not know that. Did he eat them or fuck them after they died?
I have no idea what you do at that point. You just, like, I'm guessing, hire Black people to hide it. I don't know. But, it was a...
You abuse the Irish until they do something about it.
It was a different time.
It was a different time, guys.
He also introduced the use of a bull hook. He invented the bull hook. That's what you use to make elephants do what you want.
Uh-huh.
It's basically like a harpoon that's bent into a corner, and you just yank him in the ass.
Yep.
Yeah,
it'd work on anybody.
Yeah. You hit me in the ass with a harpoon, and then I will probably move.
Yeah, definitely.
You
I might back up into it for a second. Oh, hold on. Oh, can you choke me a little bit while you do it? I just did an act out. Go to YouTube to see my act out.
They didn't go to an act out to see YouTube to see like this. Yeah,
it's a fucking YouTube.
I don't know. Why do we keep doing it? Why? Is it for us, Larry? Is it for you and me to hold hands?
I don't know. It's like Wu-Tang. It's for the children.
How fucked up do you think Elvis Presley was?
Oh, okay.
Oh God, look at you. Look,
yeah. Elvis was terrified of like actual full-grown women, which is why he only partied with underage girls, because he was not like intimidated by them, which is why how he met Priscilla, who was like 13 at the time, while he was
14. I'm
sorry.
That's not. I'm looking at the facts.
Sure, she was a full-fledged freshman in high school. Yeah, well, get my facts straight.
Yep.
Yeah, and then they would have sleepovers with these girls, and then would help them put makeup on and do their hair. There's actually there's actually a theory that Elvis was actually gay, because he had a longtime friend that used to ride on the back of his motorcycle with him. So I just all I'm saying is if maybe Elvis had been allowed to just come out of the closet and be who he was, one, society might have been able to take a step forward, and two, maybe he yeah, anyway, I should just drink.
Yep. No. That's good. Yeah. This is a quote from Priscilla Presley. He had mentioned to me before we were married that he had never been able to make love to a woman who had had a child. So once Priscilla had their child, he was unable to enter her ever again. In one of his homes, this is what I think is adorable. He installed two-way mirrors into the guest rooms so he could watch people fuck. And now here is my really horrible
Well,
question
that's something I didn't know that part.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, not Graceland, but a different property.
Sure. Yeah, they're not taking you on tours of the sex criminal dungeon.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't do that. Well, not for general entry. You'd have to buy the VIP passes.
General entry.
They call it the Epstein pass.
Yeah.
So, but here's my question to you:
Give her the
Elvis Presley. Christ, Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson. Like, how talented, like, does a human being have to be before you're like, give him a couple kids? Like, but you pay him off, for the Thriller album, Blue Suede
Sure.
I'm just saying, it seems like a lot of really, really amazingly brilliant people got there on the backs or fronts of teenage people, or younger.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious, are we just a huge failure as a species?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. We sure are.
We have not really progressed more than Babylonian times.
Yeah.
Correct?
Well, and I mean, and we all know this. Elvis just stole most of his music from black artists.
I would say he stole a lot of the riffs and then changed the words. No, he had people do it for him.
Yeah.
And then he just had a voice, and then he was white enough, and then people were. It was a gateway.
Yeah.
Dicking, I guess.
Gateway dicking.
Yep. We could talk about the fact that Alfred Hitchcock basically desperately tried to rape Hedy
Lamar.
Thank you.
Headley.
Yeah. But we can. How about the Wright brothers? Did you know they were cocksuckers?
Well, hold on. Are you telling me the Wright brothers were actually the wrong brothers?
Oh, ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Easy. So,
Queef.
Queef. I'll keep talking about queefs. Yeah, well, I'll take your easy pulls. You take mine. It's fine.
Yep. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
So after the Wright brothers figured out how to make a balsa wood bullshit thing fly for about 200 feet, they decided to throw a whole bunch of patents up to fuck everything, including the war effort of World War One.
Yeah, I knew Edison did that bullshit, but
oh yeah, he was. We can get there if you want, but
everyone knows that Edison was a monster that electrocuted.
I got one good quote. Yeah, I got one good quote from him, but still. In 1903, Orville and Wilbur Wright successfully launched the first flight. Yes, in years to come, their aviation enthusiasts attempted to launch their own, but were blocked after the brothers filed a patent for not only their technology, but the brothers also tried to file a patent for the scientific principles involved in flight. They tried to patent physics.
They tried to patent birds.
Yeah. Other inventors fought back, saying that the patents, whatever, should only apply to their machine and not the aeronautical principles of flight. Correct. From 2007 to 1917, the brothers were involved in countless over 100 lawsuits, essentially trapping the American aviation field in gridlock. During World War I, because of this, American pilots had to fly European aircrafts instead, because there was not a single American plane fit for military service available because of the lawsuits blocking the patents.
Jesus Christ. Of course.
That's the guys that invented the airplane. And I'm guessing something got leaked, and people in Europe were like, "Oh yeah, fuck, no, that makes sense. Yeah, we can make warplanes out of it." But like, we're World War One. We need fucking planes. Like, and Wilford and Orville like, nah. I mean, like, you owe us like a bunch of money.
Nah. But here's a slingshot. Just fling that at those guys that are coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
The Red Baron. Yeah, I heard of him. All right. What else? Who else we got? We got like 5-6 minutes.
Okay, well, Woodrow Wilson was involved with the KKK. So there you go.
I'd forgotten that, and I don't know why it made me laugh.
Yeah.
Because of course he was.
Dr. Seuss.
Hated children.
Hated children and cheated on his wife a lot. Okay, so if we only got a few more minutes, let's go to my favorite. We're gonna
Please do.
Edison. Well, not Edison. Edison, he brought Tesla over. This is bullshit, but like, he said, if you can improve my ideas, I'll give you $50,000. And Tesla did. And Edison said, well, maybe if you become an American, you'll figure out what our jokes are. And he refused to pay him money. So
I didn't realize that.
Oh yeah. So this is my favorite then.
Okay.
Who do you want to shit on the most?
Who do I want to shit on the most?
Well, I'll tell you who I do, because you won't get there.
Okay.
Mother Teresa.
I almost said Mother Teresa.
What a huge fucking piece of shit. And I know that she probably started trying to do well. Probably, like every other human being. The point of this whole episode is that human beings are human. We try to do good things, and we get like shittier and shittier and shittier as we go along. That's just it. Like there, some people are great, but you can't keep painting this bullshit on them and still. So Mother Teresa believed that suffering brought people closer to God. Her hospices were places for people to die in agony. She had a $40,000 40%. She had a 40% mortality rate in her places that were designed not for hospice, but to bring people back because they had they could reuse needles in those places. They were watering down medicine, using expired medicine, things like that. She thought that bringing people closer to God was like just about suffering and stuff. But when she started having like really serious heart problems, she took a shit ton of money and she went to America. She got real good doctors.
Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I knew that she had. I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But sure, why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
A lot of people died. She had hospices, but they also had like places where people were trying to get well. But
just like the fucking Catholic Church, just like the fucking you suffer to get closer to God. I don't need to. I'm already pretty close to God. I'm already very pious. I wear a fucking costume and sit on a throne of gold. So I don't need to suffer, but you all need to. Even though the wealth of the Catholic fucking Church and all the shit that they keep in their fucking coffers could solve world hunger in a fucking day.
I love winding you up so that you realize that humanity is shit and we're all doomed.
See, but that's the thing. I know that people like that are all bullshit. There's people out there that got nothing. They got nothing those are the good people. They do good stuff. And that's when we just look at Mother Teresa. No, she was a fucking goblin.
Mm-hmm.
The rich are goblins. That's it. What the saying is, what power corrupts, absolute power corrupts absolutely. It's the same with wealth.
No.
No, Larry, what? Why are you saying these things?
Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine.
I mean,
no, it's not.
There's no other. I say, here's the thing, though. The best you can do as a human is while you look at this stuff, you just do the best you can do. That's what I do. Let's do the best you can do. And sometimes
Me too. The problem is that it's just plain not good enough, pal. Not at this point. Let's watch it all burn. I'll play the fiddle.
no. It is
Siri,
good enough.
remind me to learn how to play the fiddle.
Yeah, we're gonna Rosalie, get him some fiddle lessons lined up. No, that's the thing. That's the thing is we just keep thinking on these giant scales because we have had access to the entire world. The point is, you just take your part of the world, and sometimes you do something good for one person. Like the one person that comes up and you look at them and you're like, when they're like, I don't know, I'm sorry, I hate to ask for money. I just, I'm home. And those are the people that, if you don't come up and give me a story, then I'm more likely to be like, yeah, you know what? Here's $5. Enjoy. Do whatever you're going to do with it. I don't know, man. I'm all about you just do good for your little corner, whatever that means to you. But then we take these these people fucking no, like with John fucking Lennon. And it's so sad he got shot. No, it's not. It's not sad he got shot. Fucking John Lennon.
He was a prick.
He bragged about slapping women around for fun. I thought it was funny. Fuck you. Fuck that guy. Be like, oh, the Beatles. No.
Imagine all the people living life in peace. Ooh, except for you.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah.
Stop. They're my favorite band. They were barely good.
And you know what, honestly though, if you're gonna hit somebody, it's gotta be Yoko.
Right? That's how do you think she hit those notes during the recording of those albums?
Oh, just pure terror towards children.
This is probably the angriest episode we've done.
It makes me very happy.
I know it does. I know it does. And
I gotta take a piss, honey.
All right. I know what we learned. We learned that you can get me riled up on when we talk about evil people. But here's the thing. It's not all shit. There are good people out there. We just don't
near enough.
We just don't celebrate them.
No, we are a failed species, man. Let's let it burn. Da 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 da. Fail.
And I still have hope.
Good for you.
And that's why we balance each other out, Sweet Pea. That's why we've always balanced each other out. You ground me. You ground me, and I do my best to be like, but look, kittens. All right. Guess what?
What, buddy?
Even though the world is shit, I love you.
I love you back.
I know.
I do really have to piss like right now.
The best part's about hanging out with these guys. God damn it, son of a bitch, motherfuck.